Welcome back, fam. Well, I'm gonna get back to my roots on the reason why I even started this channel. Hopefully, you've liked everything from now till today, and hopefully, you like today. I'm gonna try to make this short. It's just a topic that's crossed my mind, and I just want to know what you think about the topic that I'm gonna bring up. The topic is the word perfect. Uh, Society has kind of been pushing this. I have a different outlook. I have a different perspective on the word perfect. I think it's been used incorrectly, and I think it's been a big lie from society. It seems to me that, even in the church body, there's a lot of inferiority strongholds and a lot of negativity, and I want to make you less than. I know some of you will go on the what you think about how Christianity was brought to a lot of people. That's a different subject, but I just want to get on this word itself about perfect. What we always hear is nobody's perfect. I think that's a lie. And if you believe in anything in the Bible, you probably would too if you was actually paying attention. Now, most people aren't really thinking about it. I myself, as one, was taught and told in that same manner that nobody's perfect. As a matter of fact, I was given this, it's not a spoonerism, but I can't remember what you call it, a little saying, Pobody's Nerfect, by pinpointing that, we're going to make a mistake even when I tell you that nobody's perfect. But I think it's based on perspective, and I think most people just hold on to a part of the definition of perfect. And to me, that's not useful when you're trying to talk to somebody and give hope. When you tell people nobody's perfect, that's something that means that perfection is something that's unattainable. And if it's unattainable, you just took away a portion of hope, and now you just created stress and despair because nobody will ever reach it. Well, some people think that perfection is something that no one could ever reach. But by the scripture itself, I'm going to go on and I'm going to talk about and show you that I don't think that's correct. I'm just going to kind of go. I'm not going to try to, this isn't Bible study, but I'm just going to kind of go on some things. First, I'm going to give the definition, a definition of the word perfect, right? Perfect, and the version of perfect I'm using is the adjective. Conforming absolutely to the description or definition of an ideal type. That's one definition of perfect. Notice I did not say flawless. That's the one that everybody want to hang on to. They want to hang on to flawless, meaning and faultless, meaning it's there is no mistake anywhere. I don't think that's the only definition we should be hanging. That's the only portion of the definition of perfect that we should be going by. Another definition of perfect is having all the required desirable elements, qualities, and characteristics as good as it is possible to be. Absolute, complete, whole, fully mature. Now, that's the portion that most people don't go with perfect. And just let me say, without getting too biblical, I'm just going to say some things are perfect for you, and its flaws is what made it perfect for you. People want a hobby car, right? As an example, you want a hobby car. Well, hobby car means you want to have to do something to it. Well, the perfect hobby car may be a hobby car that has a lot of space in it, allows you to work on it. You don't have to have all of these special tools that are very rare to have and one of a kind because it's cars like this. But it also will be worth more once it's fixed. That may be the perfect hobby car for you. That means it fits all the description and things that match what you desired and what you wanted for the cause that you did. Now, just to go on to say nobody's perfect, I want to go on a couple of scriptures real quick, right? James is just a couple of scriptures that kind of show you some things. Job. Now, a lot of people, Job, he'll talk to you, right? Job chapter 8, verse 20. Behold, God will not cast away a perfect man. You can't cast away something that don't exist, right? Neither will he help the evildoers. That's Job chapter 8, verse 20. Job chapter 9, verse 21. Though I were perfect, yet would I not, let me start that over. Though I were perfect, yet would I not know my soul, I would despise myself. These people, he's speaking that somebody is perfect. They still have some sort of thing going on. The book of Psalms, mark the perfect man, meaning perfect men existed even back then. And behold the upright, for the end of that man, the perfect man, is peace. The disciple, Luke chapter 6, verse 40, the disciple is not above his master, but everyone that is perfect shall be as his master, which means it is attainable. Here's what I think, right? I'm going to go over this one last scripture, and I'm not going to really, I have more, but I'm going to go over this one last one. A lot of you really need to know it. If you don't already, that it should be one of those scriptures you should know. 2 Timothy verse 3, chapter 16 through 17. All scripture, not some, all scripture is given by inspiration of God. He did not physically write it. Get out of your feelings and quit trying to be crazy. He inspired men, other men, to write the scripture that you read. All scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Now, that right there, that helped me. That was the first one that led me to believe. And I'm like, wait a minute. It said perfect. That means I don't think God will be telling you to be something that you can't be. You can be perfect. The perfect apple tree is not a tree that was trying to grow oranges. It is the tree that was about its business and reached full maturity and made and stretched out all of its and just stretched its roots as deep as it could, pushed out all its branches, and it grew as tall as it could and produced as many apples as it could till its branches were about to touch the ground. I mean, I'm exaggerating, of course, but that is the perfect apple tree. It did it. It was complete. Some of you know about the story about what was it? 10 men that were ill, and Jesus healed them, and only one came back and worshiped him, and that man was made whole. The difference between the first 9 and that one that came back, they were healed, right? That's just the sickness. That's a portion of the pie. That's just the sickness. That was the only thing that was changed. But the man that came back, he was made perfect. He was made whole. That means every aspect of his life was now fixed and completed and made whole. He was now a perfect man. And that man could go out and tell you about all the aspects of life, all the things that was fixed. He can go in and be a witness unto those things. But the other 9 cannot be a witness unto all those things. They are not perfect. I want to ask you something first, right? You've grown, and you've probably been one of those people like me who said, nobody's perfect. So I ask you, who told you that? I mean, you didn't come out of your mom's womb just like, hey, I'm not perfect, never going to be perfect, so you might as well just give me a bottle. Somebody taught you that you and no one else is perfect. But you may be the perfect person for your spouse. You may be the perfect man, woman, or for this part. You want to act, you're the perfect person for that part. Perfection does not simply or only mean flawless. Perfection is attainable. We can be perfect, but it takes an effort, and you have to consciously become perfect. So please stop thinking and even speaking into your universe. Stop using the words and saying nobody's perfect. Stop saying that you're not perfect. You may actually be perfect for a person. You may actually be perfect to perform a certain duty. Speak into your own life. Speak into your own life and believe that you are perfect. I don't think God really made too many mistakes at all. And he is perfect. So hopefully I want to encourage you. I really want to encourage you, and I wanted to let you know that you may not be perfect yet, but if you follow the wisdom and knowledge and understanding and gain all of those things through Christ, and you live a life according to the scripture, I'm sure you will be able to attain at least spiritual maturity. Physical maturity will follow right behind your spiritual maturity. I want to encourage you that you just may be perfect. It is attainable, and you can't be God, but you can doggone sure be like him. So I want to tell everyone, be blessed and be perfect. Peace be unto you.